I was straight tripping. I came here with a mission.
Morning, D-Gens.
Morning, D-Gens.
Thanks for listening to Couch Talk.
Yeah.
Man, today we got a sweet talk with the KREEPYCLUB founding artist. We got Tomorrowman, Kreepture, Scully's listening in. Junkyard joins in a little bit late. Man, we're going through, this project really caught our eye. You know, it's a bunch of friends. They had a dream since high school.
Yeah.
Kind of been building it for the past, 5-6 years. And we've seen it pop off in Discord and, on OpenSea. We're going to link everything down there below. Make sure to listen in. It's got some pretty good info on how to get Creep listed in their Discord too.
Unbelievable artwork. I mean,
dude,
seriously phenomenal artwork, and it's really going to, I think, trigger some things from your past, maybe some nostalgic vibes that you didn't know you even had. So stay tuned, watch it, check it out. Discord.
Everything linked below.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Hey, what's up, y'all? We got some of the main artists in KREEPYCLUB here with us. Thanks for listening. We're just gonna hop right into it. How we doing today? We got Tomorrowman and Kreepture in here.
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, thanks for joining, guys.
How you guys doing?
We're doing super great. Excited to be here.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, big time. Creepy, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Dude, first off, I want to say I've been creeping on you guys' Instagrams, and you guys have some seriously crazy art coming out.
Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, we really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, obviously we'll show some of this stuff, but
dude, we're gonna have to plug some of your stuff. It's stupid not to, but
Feel free.
Dude, we're here today to just kind of talk about some of your inspiration behind the art, the brand and the idea that you guys are building, and kind of why you chose specifically NFTs, and kind of what that means to you. I know it's like a super broad and it's not even a question yet, but dude,
how'd you guys get started just making art?
Yeah, what was the first jump for you guys? That's what I like every artist to talk about.
Should I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
you're lit up on screen.
Well, yeah, basically, just grew up liking drawing like from a young age, and as you get older, you start to notice like all these cool styles you'll start to see everywhere. Like skating logos or like stickers and stuff you'll find around, or graffiti and stuff like that. But like stuff like that, you start to incorporate in your style, and so try to like also be one of those cool styles, basically. But yeah, getting to the point is just like from there, just ever holding on it. And yeah, as I grew older, also met Tomorrowman in high school, and yeah, we started creating together from there ever since.
That's sick, yeah.
Dude, I can honestly say like both of our styles really started to take off when we met each other in high school. We met back in 2016. So that's a while ago, this friendship, this KREEPYCLUB idea is actually, it's been coming a long while. It's just the whole like NFT space, just, it kind of enables us to really take it to the next level.
Yeah, no kidding. And especially get that audience that your artwork deserves. Because traditionally, I mean, it's fucking hard to get an audience as an artist. Like posting in galleries, all this other shit. Yeah. I mean, Web3 is really going to take off and help guys that are coming up. Because most artists, I mean, think like fucking Picasso, dude didn't make a dime until he died.
Dude.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, that's what the NFT space is kind of about, especially for talented artists. Kind of giving an avenue for direct recognition, and being able to build a brand without any big parties involved, any huge other stakeholders. So
yeah,
it's kind of turning the tables for
so KREEPYCLUB, that was a vision when you guys were in high school. Is that what I heard?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, brand. So it was gonna be a brand from the start. It was gonna be like a merch driven brand, but from the start it was
it was gonna be a collective, basically just us putting our art out there, like the merch was gonna be, Tomorrowman and Kreepture driven, and way back Junkyard got into touch with Kreepture, actually got into touch with him first back in 2017, I believe, Kreepture.
Yeah, 2017 or 18, around there.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just like got into the picture because me and Creep were already going at it. But dude, like honestly, this NFT thing, like for us who have made it like locally as artists without NFTs, literally impossible. Like I would have still be working as a bartender. Kreepture would still have been doing like album art commissions. Like this is really enabling us not really to make it as professional artists locally, but actually like making a stamp like internationally and taking it elsewhere.
I mean, like, speaking of that, dude, how would we have ever met you? We're on other sides of the earth.
Right.
And here we are just having a conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's wild.
We're busy vibing as well, you know what I mean? Like, how bizarre is that we found each other, so far across the earth, but, the vibes are on point.
Yeah, for real. And that's something like... Yeah, I mean, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but really well said.
No.
What else is cool too is like what we noticed just looking at your artwork. Obviously, there are some similar elements. I can see there might be a little bit of psychedelic flair going through it. And as you guys develop together, you still have your own unique style. Like you're not copying each other. They're totally original.
So distinct. That's one thing. Even and we were supposed to have Junkyard in here too, which is cool because you guys all three have such distinct kind of styles.
Yeah.
Similar kind of attributes, but really bringing it together into KREEPYCLUB is something I think a lot of people are recognizing.
Yeah.
And something that you guys are, kind of getting action from too, which I think is sweet.
I could literally see you guys like think of, I'm sure you guys probably know Banksy, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like you see a Banksy piece, like I could see something in like Times Square where it's like, oh shit, hey, that's Tomorrowman. Oh, that's Kreepture.
Yeah.
Like you guys are so recognizable because of your style. It's really cool.
Which is and in a time where NFT projects are just like flooded every single day, I think it's important that you guys are building a community first.
Yeah.
That's something that I think us at DGen Capital and Couch Shot can really acknowledge. And I've been creeping around your Discord, and one way you guys are getting people involved in your Discord is giving away creepless spots. Like let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so basically usually the term for this is used, whitelist is used. So and yeah, it kind of means like you get a definite access to a mint or something like that, basically. But yeah, we kind of didn't like the name, like, because it kind of enforces that idea of, like white is good and like, I don't know, I want to say like black is bad or so. We just want to get past that like whole vibe and rather just make it our own unique thing and kind of have that little unique niche to our project as well. But yeah, it's to like try and make it inclusive as possible.
That's huge. I mean, especially, I know just from my friends and some of their experience growing up in South Africa, obviously, it's a lot has changed. But having that kind of inclusive, changing it to Creepless is huge.
Dude, I totally agree. And I think it's a cool little spin. Once again, like another distinct little avenue you guys take to step aside, or to, kind of separate yourself from the others, which is sweet.
Yeah.
I like it. So like if they join your Discord, how do they get on that creepless spot? Because I've been creeping around, and I've been favoring. I'm trying to get in those giveaways y'all got going on. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like I love it. It's the only other Discord besides DJ and Capital, I got my notifications turned on. Y'all got the Creep Radio in there, good vibes and like good stuff for people that hang around in there.
Oh, thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. So yeah, basically we have two creep lists, the OG creep list and the regular creep list. To get on the OG creep list, you just need to own one of mine, Tomo or Junkyard's original Ethereum pieces, and then you just need to head over to the Discord and go and verify yourself to get the OG creep listed role. And the regular creep list is basically just giving it out through giveaways and like general people we see like vibing in the Discord and being helpful. And so we're trying to stay away from making like kind of grind thing. And the other difference between OG creep list and the regular creep list, when the mint date comes, the OG creep list people will be able to mint a maximum of 6 creeps, and the regular creep listed people will be able to mint a maximum of 3.
Very cool. I like how you're like rewarding the original people who are the first to actually straight up just support you.
Yeah.
But it's also cool how you're just rewarding active people in your Discord. Like they're not having to do these
without making it a
challenges.
grind, you know?
Yeah. That's cool. I'd like to get into. I think that was phenomenal. Like as far as your response with the explanation with Creep List.
Yeah, say just mint something on, or they get something on your OpenSea, and then if they get an OG Creep List spot, they get 6 Creep List spots, and if they just are active in their Discord, they get a Creep List spot. They get 3. Just give me a quick yes or no.
Yeah.
All right, dude, sweet.
Yeah, nice.
So if you're listening now, you know exactly what to do. I'm not playing around here. I'm doing it myself. I'm grinding. It's not even a grind.
I would like to get into just your artwork and your styles. First, Tomorrowman, do you want to start with just kind of like your general inspiration behind your artwork? Because, it's really, really cool, and I would just like to know, generally, just want to know more about how that all came to be.
Yeah, we'll get you taken.
So, I've always like tried to like in high school studying like serialism as soon as we did serialism, like I actually started paying attention in school, like in class. Like, dude, like that shit really like caught my attention from a young age. Like Salvatore Dali is basically the father, but just making it kind of twisting it, dude. Like I like having realism but surrealism kind of in the same play. Like between the 3 of our characters in the collection, mine is probably the most normal looking, like full body wise, it's probably the most like normal looking. It's like this humanoid, but it's just got like this weird looking like eyeball just for head.
Yeah.
Dude, the like color palette wise, I'm like super inspired by The Simpsons. We pretty much like Kreepture and myself, like we really like obsessed. Got a bunch of Simpsons tattoos, though. But honestly, Simpsons and Rugrats, like the color palette wise, like I'm obsessed with, just those, you know what I mean, dude? Like those nostalgic color palettes, like just the pink and the greens together, dude. Like just
I know
get
exactly.
Like
I know exactly, bro. There's a certain color that you see and a certain combination of colors that like takes you back.
Yeah.
It just tickles your brain, dude.
Yeah. No, that's tight. What about you, Kreepture? Where do you find inspiration? Because again, it's completely unique.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you so much. To kind of add on with Tomo, like that's actually kind of how we started vibing. Like we both like trippy, surrealistic type of art. I always used to do this kind of stippling art. Like I tried to kind of imitate, those like old Greek illustrations and stuff where they do the shading with like purely with little dots and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of where my style developed, and eventually it kind of grew into these lines and spirals that I drew. But to be direct, it's most of my inspirations come from psychedelics or so, but 1930s cartoon style. But I'm trying to like bring a unique twist to it, like trying to combine it with like a psychedelic vibe also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. I noticed that with Junkyards too. That
Hey,
hey, speak of the devil,
Junkyard's
man.
in here, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? Yo, now I'm happy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get it, boys.
I think I need to sleep more.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very tired, but other than that, I'm pretty good. I was just telling my girlfriend every morning I have to do like the same thing where I'm going through all these different channels, reading every single message, you know?
She doesn't understand.
It can get overwhelming.
Good luck. Yeah. Oh man, but dude, thanks for hopping on today. You know, this is actually pretty good timing. You know, we were just kind of spitballing about, you know, your
It's
inspiration
perfect
for the
timing.
art. We've been really excited to have this talk with you guys and, you know, kind of learn about what's ticking behind you. And, you know, so what necessarily inspires your art at this point? We're going to jump straight into it, bro. Let's get it.
That's all good. Yeah, it's like,
Hey.
no, I mean, I've said this so many times. I mean, most of my main inspiration comes from, I would say, you know, 1930s cartoons, specifically things like Fleischer Studios, the stuff that they produced, Snow White, Infirmary Blues, things like that. There's definitely a bit of an influence from Disney there, but I worked for Disney World and I did not like it at all. That's the reason why I came to America in the first place, was because I worked for Disney.
Right on.
So that's why I do add some influences in there from Disney, but it's mostly like taking the happiest characters and kind of turning them a little bit more evil and adding, there's always drool coming out of the mouths.
Yeah, a little twist on it. Yeah.
Yeah, they always got some weapons on them. You know? and then you know, besides, so the thing is, there's a lot of people who are into the rubber hose style, but who are kind of like the maxis of rubber hose. They kind of stay very traditional with it.
Within the lines.
Yeah, they don't really go too far off the original kind of how people are drawing those. I just use elements from rubber hose, right? I use the eyes, I'll use the hands, and I'll use, you know, some of the body shapes, things like that. But I try to add my own kind of variations to that, which is also influenced by 90s cartoons. And more recently, I would say things like Adventure Time. Those are kind of the cartoons that I just like. All the weird stuff, basically. You know,
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy, anything that's weird and gross. That's kind of the vibe. So,
Dude, I love that. And, you know, one of the things we mentioned, you know, just before you hopped on was kind of all three of your distinct styles kind of coming together and, you know, making something really awesome with KREEPYCLUB. And, you know, we've explained the OG creep list, you know, process and the differences. But we think what you guys are building and, you know, how that kind of process is laid out for you guys is something unique, you know, something we really admire. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice. It's really the cool thing about it is it's attracting a certain crowd, and that's what we're trying to do. You know, it's people see it and they immediately know what's happening. You know, we cater a little bit for a little bit for everyone. You know, if you like tattoos, if you like anything lowbrow, basically skateboarding, you're going to love our art. You know,
yeah.
Tomorrowman, you know, he does a lot of the stuff, and it's kind of like looks like 90s cartoons inspired. So a lot of people already just vibe with that immediately. And then Creep, he's kind of in the middle between like Rubber Hose and then like the 90s cartoons. And then me, I'm more of mostly like the Rubber Hose kind of stuff. So like people, it's such a wide range of the lowbrow scene that everyone can kind of vibe with it.
Yeah.
100%. Across all of your artwork, there's like this nostalgic trigger that I think everybody feels, and everybody, like you said, that connects with it is drawn in, and it's attracting like the same group of people, or very, you know, people with like similar interests just through your artwork, which is really, really cool.
I always try to do that with. I mean, that's a huge part of it, is making people feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
In my case, I try to make people feel nostalgic, but they don't know why. You know, they just know there's something, but they don't know why, and it's because I used the certain elements.
The soft triggers, yeah.
And people, they're not super familiar with the 1930s and Rubber Hose cartoons. You know, they're not super familiar with it, most people, but they have seen it. You know, whether it be like a Ghostman video or something like that, and they notice the eyes, and they're like, "Shit, that looks like something." Like, I don't know what it is, but you know, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Is just subconsciously almost making people feel nostalgic about it.
We're at this time, like our age group at least, I mean, like people born probably prior to, I don't know, 2002 or something, have all seen this artwork at some point in their early childhood, most likely. And it like triggers something where it's like, you saw it just before you really started to remember memories vividly.
Exactly. Yeah, so that it's really digging in the subconscious mind. Where people, that's what I was saying, is that people, they don't really know where they've seen it, but it makes them remember something from when they were younger. So, and that's a very strong trigger for people to kind of just latch onto the art.
Yes, 100%.
Yo, I didn't even realize that's what was kind of drawing me to it. It's like my subconscious was speaking to me.
The fucking light bulb.
Yeah, yo,
that's basically the trick.
Dude, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Because I never watched these cartoons, like, personally. Like, we can talk about SpongeBob or whatever generic, you know. But the stuff that's, you know, in the past, we all can recognize it.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah, for sure, exactly.
Dude, speaking to that lowbrow crowd, man, we're all about that. You know, we're DJing Capital.
We're surfers, skaters, dirt bike riders. We're all that stuff, you know. So.
Dude, cut from the
exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's like it's way more difficult to get that going in the art world, like the lowbrow stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if society or the art world as a whole kind of look down on lowbrow. So it's nice to like kind of like bring that more to the, you know, to the front end and have people actually vibe with it. That's not generally into it.
And I think too, like they have like this old fashioned like art world is controlled largely, and in this new Web3 space, there isn't that control. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You can put what you want people to see in front of them. It's not curated as intense as it is in the art world, you know, in the real world, I should say.
Yeah. You know, one of the things kind of we wanted to talk about too is, you know, while the main focus is kind of how you guys are coming together with, you know, KREEPYCLUB and whatnot, but how does kind of building an OpenSea platform and using NFTs as a medium benefit you guys each, you know, personally as an artist versus the traditional way or a different, you know, way we could go about it?
Well, I've been doing like gallery work for years, and I've had a manager for years as well. And right now, well, since last year, basically when I started with NFTs, I've just been doing it by myself. I haven't had anyone really doing too much for me. I had a couple of people helping me and getting me a couple of projects, but for the most part, it was just, you know, doing my own thing. And the funny part was I really started selling a lot when I completely started doing it myself.
There you go.
And taking over and just uploading my stuff to OpenSea. That's when it really started. So, and it's completely different from, you know, galleries. Usually galleries, their percentage that they take for doing a show with you is around 40-50%. That's pretty standard.
Dude,
that is a common thing I hear, man.
And then
it's 40-50%. It could even be more.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts.
The only thing they do is they hang the work up on the walls, and then you kind of like push your, you know, so it's a little bit different for lowbrow again, you know. For people who are like fine artists and who are doing gallery shows, things like that, they already have a list of collectors and things like that. With lowbrow, there's not that many high-end collectors, you know, that's collecting the lowbrow stuff. So that's why it's really nice to just be able to do my own thing and get all the money for what I'm working on.
Yeah.
And then get royalties as well.
Yeah, royalties are tight.
Straight up, directly, no middleman. Creep,
Yeah,
what about?
royalties is one of the best things from using platforms like OpenSea.
Yeah.
It's insane because it's just, it's like every now and then you just keep getting like a little bit here, a little bit there. It just keeps coming in. So.
Dude. And Creep, what about you? I don't necessarily know your background as a professional artist or anything like that, but how does NFTs kind of give you a unique opportunity?
Oh, for me personally, what I like most about it is like back in the day, I'm still very young. Like I'm 21. I'm turning 22 this year. Like I graduated from high school very recently, so I don't have like a long line of art history that I need to deal with, but that I needed to deal with. Me personally, what I like about NFTs, usually I had to like do a bunch of commissions for people. Like that's kind of how I got my money, and it's cool. And so like you're collaborating with people, and so but what kind of gets a little bit draining about it is you have to like draw what other people want. It's like kind of the whole time you have to envision other people's ideas, whereas NFTs, it's just like you can draw whatever you want, like full creative freedom, and whoever likes it likes it. If they don't like it, then yeah, they don't like it. Yeah, personally, that's my favorite part of NFTs. And yeah, plus like it definitely enables us more. Like for example, like Tomorrowman has been like grinding his ass off like for 3 years, basically working like waitering and bartending jobs to kind of eventually buy his hardware to be able to draw full time, to be able to draw digitally. And like within a month or two, like NFTs were able to like let him quit his job and get the proper gear to do this shit full time.
It's like trying to save up for an entry level drawing tablet for like 3 to 4 years, and then literally NFTs. We've had all this artwork ready, just bumping likes on Instagram, really getting much. Literally, just with the community and everything, dude, it enabled me in a month. It enabled me to grow as I would have done like full time in a year, if you know what I mean. Like it really.
Wow.
I kind of played catch real quick, if you know what I mean.
Dude, I mean that speaks to your art, that just speaks to kind of how directly producing into this new kind of Web3 space and this NFT space can benefit the artist.
As an artist, I don't think there's anything better than being able to directly pursue what you want to create and still be able to live.
Get rewarded for it.
To put this like in perspective, for instance, Kreepture, we met each other back in 2016, and we were super pumped about like animation. We were like, we're going to animation school, like we were super pumped. And then when the time came, my grades were sick. Like I was doing like really well in school and all that, but the financials just weren't there. And that literally, like, dude, busting tables for 3 years, being a bartender for another, like, just to be able to be like a full-time artist, I'll do another 4 years, dude. You know what I mean?
Come on.
It really paid off in retrospect.
Yeah, dude, really well said.
That's sick. You got to go through the grind.
What is crypto and Web3 moves super fast. It's a kind of an open-ended question, but what is the next 1 year? What does the next 5 years look like for you guys, specifically, and for KREEPYCLUB and everyone that gets involved?
I'll let Kian talk more about KREEPYCLUB, but I'll just talk from my perspective. I would say, so I've been a full-time artist for a few years, so that's not really going to change. I'm hoping that the project itself will elevate all of our own personal art as well. Operations, as far as creating, is not really going to change. That'll stay the same. But there's definitely going to be, I'm gonna put more time towards KREEPYCLUB to make sure that it's something that's living in the real world and existing in the real world. You know, it's not an NFT project. We're just using the NFTs to kind of, you know, push the actual real life brand a little bit quicker. Instead of, you know, 5 years building a brand, we're using KREEPYCLUB to build it in, you know, within a year. Because it's for me, it's basically just to get something going in real life where it's its own entity and it's, you know, it can run by itself while we can just create art. So it's not really going to change too much, except for we're all coming together to just build this thing and make this vision happen for Kreepture.
Yeah.
It's nice when you got your process down.
Yeah, right. Well said, man. Shit.
Yeah, but I'll let Kian talk more about the specifics about KREEPYCLUB.
Yeah,
he's the brainchild anyway.
He's the brainchild. Yeah. Let's hear the brainchild speak. You know, the next year. What's the next game plan?
Yeah, basically, just to kick off, everything that Junkyard said, like, we are like for KREEPYCLUB, like, we are already like artists trying to establish ourselves, and that's not gonna stop. Like, you know, there's never just like that one big opportunity that settles everything. Like, it's an ever building thing, and we're always going to be building on KREEPYCLUB. You know, like building on merch, constantly creating new stuff for merch and trying to branch out to new designs. Like clothing, like the traditional clothing, stuff like that. Like, take it a bit further, like skateboard stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Toys, friggin' even furniture, maybe, bro. Like, I really want to explore this as much as you possibly can. Like, try and cram it into
every medium. It deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah, like if we can get a KREEPYCLUB car one day, dude.
Come on, dude. Yeah.
I mean, one of my first missions in LA, you know, when the project does really good, will be to look for headquarters.
Where?
So the idea, and this is just kind of a rough idea, is just having a place where there's everything from KREEPYCLUB in there. It's me, Kreepture, and Tomorrowman. It's basically vision pushed together within one place where everyone can come to. Our owners and even people who aren't owners, you know, if we're having events, things like that, it's, you know, we can make all that happen in real life. You know, having a merch store inside there. I was even thinking about doing like a half pipe and having skateboard competitions with an art show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and also getting other projects involved and being like, hey, like, does the Goons or Fudders or Dead Fellas, do they want to come in and do an art show with us? And all those members can come in as well, you know, with their NFTs as verification.
Just once again, bringing that in real life experience, that community in person.
Yeah.
What it's all about.
Yeah, you want to meet the people in real life. You don't want to just constantly sit on the internet talking to people.
Dude, and that's a common misconception, you know, that a lot of people have entering the metaverse and the NFT space. But I mean, that's kind of how our goals kind of align, you know, with DJing Capital, and then you know, with KREEPYCLUB. I totally see that lining up.
If you have a half pipe competition,
come on,
I'm dropping in.
Dude, I have so many ideas. I have one of the best ideas ever. I want to do, so if it's an open floor warehouse, we can have it separated into squares. And one of the squares, I was thinking of making like a 90s basement, you know, from when you were a kid, with like wood paneling on the walls, and having like Tomorrowman's art and stuff on the walls, and having like an old TV with Nintendo and like a busted couch.
Yeah,
dude,
the old sofa. Yeah.
Yeah, just having it look like kind of like Tomorrowman's world, where you're just like chilling, you know, like or even have like a bedroom kind of vibe too, you know, with like posters on the wall and like all this like nostalgic things in there and things like that.
Fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
We just want to get like me and me and Kreepture need to get like that side. Like we've been talking about this for a while now, you know, like and it's all starting to build up. We need to get to LA, start making some dope stuff in real life, you know, not just we don't want it to be like just talk, you know, like we just need to get that side. At the end, we're stuck in Cape Town, we're stuck in South Africa, but you know, like we're gonna get there this year, dude. Like still this year for sure.
That's it.
It's gonna be a big year.
Yeah, I'd say you guys are on the right mission and on the right path for sure.
But yeah, well, I mean, I guess we should probably wrap it up at this point.
If y'all got any questions, you know, to ask these guys, get in our Discord. We're gonna drop the link below. You know, get involved. This is the cool thing about these artists is they're reachable. They're real people. You can talk to them. Case example.
Yeah.
So let's get involved. If you guys have any other questions, you know, you want to ask, comment them down below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit 'em
Hop in the Creepy Club Discord, ask some questions, say what's up, buy some of their NFTs, support the artists, and stay tuned for this Creepy Club headquarters coming soon. Eventually.
Hey, that was top secret right there. But hey, if you're still listening and you made it this far, congrats. Comment a little fire emoji down below and see what happens after that.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash, subscribe. Hey,
thank you so much, guys.
This is Couch Talk. Thank you, Creepy Club, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate this. Y'all are awesome. I can't wait to see where this goes. That's a wrap.
I was straight tripping. I came here with a